moment. And this week, guess who is in the studio with me? PITSON himself. Niaje mse.
Hakuna maglasi.
Nimekaribisha kwanza vizuri.
Maglasi zinavunjika. Yeah, umenikaribisha poa sana. Ushaona hiyo mimi ya when a pastor is being introduced. Anakuanga tu hivi.
Asante.
That's how I felt.
Karibu nini. Anyway, habari yako?
Mzuri.
Weekend imeendaje?
Weekend iko fiti. Tunashukuru. God ametulinda man.
Karibu sana kwa studios zetu.
Thank you. It's my first time here to look at TV.
Yeah.
And I totally love it.
Thank you so much.
I hope you guys invite me again and again.
Kabisa, PITSON, hapa ndo kwenyu.
Hapa
ndo kwenyu. Sasa every other gospel music, whatever you guys need to do.
Yeah.
This is the place.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm glad.
Exactly. So PITSON, let's talk about your music. You know, you bless so many people with your music, and you've been singing for quite a while. For how long have you been singing? I
was the worship leader for my Sunday school.
Wow.
Back in 1990. Yeah. Nikukohoa ndio imekam as I was saying the year, coincidentally.
Okay.
So I've been singing for quite a while. When I was a small boy, I remember my dad teaching us just a few chords kwa guitar.
Wow.
And then leaving those as homework for us. Akirudi jioni, he used to say, if I come back and you've not learned key D, C, and G, I'll take you to Kamiti. And then he would give us these stories about Kamiti, and we'd be so afraid. So wait, can I say you began singing because your dad was hard on you about it, or it's something you wanted to do? He was very, very hard on us. Oh, really? My brother and I, my elder brother and I, he's called a Fantas. Okay. So music for us was homework. It was something you had to do. And we did it. And then, you know, you can only get to the level where your teacher gets. Exactly. So we didn't know much because my dad didn't know much. Okay. But then as we grew up, as we met other people, we noticed a whole new world. People are playing minor chords, their scales, their runs, their riffs, all those things we started learning as we grew up. Yeah. Yeah, that's amazing. So it's been a while. So, and when did you now officially begin releasing, you know, music? Because that was then you're just singing in church. And, yeah. Official song to be released was, I guess, 2011. I released a song called Ofisi. And it was divine because I met DJ Kroba and he said, you know, I love your music. When you releasing it, I didn't know what release means. Okay. I was just singing for God. Going to the studio and doing my thing. And then he told me, go tell the producers to give you a master CD. Your time will call master CD. And then you get a marker. You write there the name of the song, the name of the artist, and you know, stuff like that. Okay. And then you take it to a radio station. Most of them would just throw them in the dustbin. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, but this one, Kroba said, bring, I'll play. And that was my first time to be played. Wow. That song was later stolen by an artist, a big artist. So it never went anywhere. Should we go deep into that? No. Or to I promised myself I'll let that go. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Now, okay, you said something, Umesewati, when you began singing, as in, you were singing for God until somebody asked you to produce the music. Yeah. So does it mean right now you're not singing for God or something? Tell us. My definition then of singing for God was, mina imba tu. I'm serving. Yeah. And then, you know, we get introduced to a whole new world as you go. Yeah. Just like I was in your reception and there's a lady, I don't know her name, she told me you should be on TikTok. Okay. I said, okay. Yeah, there are many sites coming up every now and then. So I want to learn, I want to get into new fields and so that's what happened to me. Kroba said, you know, this music you're recording, we could release. And I didn't know what release means. And so we started taking them to stations. Most stations didn't want to hear us. Okay. But then we just persisted. And look what the Lord can do. Amen. You know? Amen. Yeah, just a few years later. Yeah.
Nice, nice. Now, today we are talking about youth and lifestyle.
Yeah.
You know, in most cases, you're addressing the youth and trying to pass messages out there to, you know, the people who look up to you as artists.
Yeah.
For instance, right now when you're singing, kuna youth mahali ukana which even nasema, hey, umse.
I'd like to be.
I'd like to be him, or
Yeah.
to be like him rather,
True.
or rather. I'm doing something and it's not going out there the way I see his music go out there.
Yeah.
So let's talk of youth and lifestyle. Do you think the kind of lifestyles that youths are leading today is the reason as to why we're having so many irresponsible cases, like when it comes to alcohol, when it comes to, you know, irresponsible lifestyle, you know? Yeah.
Lifestyle, I can break lifestyle into three things. One is your philosophy. What do you believe in? Who are you inside? If that is messed up or corrupt, you're done. Number two is time. How do you spend your time?
Okay.
What are some of those things you do for long? Do you use major time for minor things? And do you use minor time for major things? And then number three, of course, is the company you keep. The sum of those three tells us what kind of lifestyle you're living.
Okay.
So if you spend your time playing PS, which is totally fine, but if you do that more than you do constructive work, in about 3 years, you're gonna have results, but you will not like them. It is Les Brown who said, in about 3 years, everybody will arrive. The question is, where? You will arrive. Everybody will arrive. Na unasikianga kwa sheng tukisema, humse amefika jo.
Yeah.
Everybody arrives at some point. Even the ones who fail have arrived at that point. But it was not by chance.
Okay.
They worked for it. Even failures work for their failure. And successful people work for their successful people, for their success. And so even as we talk about lifestyle and young people, they must ask themselves, what is my philosophy in life? What is it that drives me? What do I believe in? Because you are a product of your beliefs. And then they must ask themselves, how do I spend my time? And we are living in a wonderful age where you can have a university right in your house. You don't have to leave. YouTube is right there. Courses are right there. People have learned baking on YouTube and opened bakeries. So how do you spend your time? Then lastly, who do you keep as company? If you're working with 3 wise people, guess who's the 4th? You. And if you're working with 3 thugs, guess who's the 4th?
You're the 4th.
You're the 4th. So those are the questions people must ask themselves. People arrive. Yeah, that's what I want people to get, that they will arrive. The question is,
Where?
Where?
Wow, that's so amazing. Now, there's something that you just mentioned, you know, today we are living in an era where there's so many opportunities because of the internet. You can learn so many things without necessarily walking out of the house. But now there's this youth who doesn't have the opportunity. You're getting it?
Yeah.
You know, as far as it seems like it's something common that is everywhere.
Yes.
Kuna mtu mwenye aki hata tu your roof tu, pakulala, internet, smartphone, it's not something that they have. How do you help such a youth to maneuver through such kind of a situation?
It's true that the privileges we take for granted, the ones we think, si kila mtu ako na laptop, si kila mtu ako na Wi-Fi, they may not be available for some people. However, they cannot compare where they are to about 10, 15 years ago. There's a library in their town. Go register. There is a TV somewhere. Start watching the right things. If you have cable, digital TV, and you have 30 stations to your disposal, there is one at any given point that is doing something educative. For example, we are doing this interview now. You guys are not playing music at this time. You're not playing games. You're doing an interview. If anyone listens to this interview to the end, their life is never the same again. They take one piece of information and run with it. So yes, there are people who have bigger opportunities than others. But my point is, information is accessible now more than ever. I'll give you one quote that represents the times we are living in. I can't remember who said it, but they said, and guys can Google it, they said, the illiterate person of the 21st century is the one who can't learn, can't unlearn, and can't relearn. So stop doing things the way they've always been done. And that's why I'm so open to getting to know what platforms, or what can I do, what can I what's the next news station? Where can we go?
Yeah.
There's an interview there, I'll run there and get to meet you and meet the team.
Yeah.
I have known new people that I didn't know yesterday.
True.
So life is like that. If anyone is hungry, I promise them, they shall be filled.
Nice, nice. Now that's more like social capital, investing in how you meet people every day and stuff like that.
People know stuff.
Okay.
And if the thing is to be hungry for something. Yeah, so be inquisitive. I normally go for my check at MCSK. I can't leave that office before they tell me who's the highest earner. Yeah, and what are they doing? What are they doing to earn 8 times what I'm earning? If they don't have the answer, I'll call that person. They'll say, oh, it's calligraph. I'll call him and say, hey, Buddha, the OG must be respected. We start there. So I respect you. Said, why? I said, I've been somewhere and I took a check. Yours was 10 times.
Okay.
What is it? Because we must, and we're talking about youth and lifestyle. Youth must stop doing life with crossed fingers.
Okay.
Hope is not a strategy. You can't be, na hope to pass your exam. See,
At least
if you read
something.
Yeah, if you read, you will pass.
Yeah.
You must pass. There's no reason why you should fail. And if you didn't read, good luck. So stop living your life like this. Like, I hope I get married. Stop hoping. Talk to a girl. Talk to a girl. Talk to someone. And that's the beauty of the times we are living in. If you're intentional about anything, it will happen.
Okay.
Yeah.
You really brought out so much about, doing excellent, trying to go excellent, everything that you're doing.
Yeah.
So who is PITSON if he's not singing?
I am a student when I'm not singing. I am a learner. I like learning. I like researching. I like asking questions. Like I've just told you, I'm inquisitive because there must be a next level to everything. Even in my music, there must be a next level. And there'll always be something I don't know that you know, that if I dig deep enough, I'll get to know. Okay. And when I know, my life is never the same again. So the artist must be in the business of building capacity all the time. Because I'm a writer. In the last 3 years, I have written 500 songs. Not for me, for other artists.
For other people.
Imagine if that kind of responsibility was put on my shoulder and I'm not eating enough information, getting to know people, what are people talking about, what books are out, what programs are out. I would be ministering emptiness. So the artist, when he's not singing, and PITSON when he's not singing, is building capacity. I'm listening, I'm researching, I'm a student, vitu kama hizo.
Nice. Hey, thank you so much. Now finally, tukirap up the interview. PITSON, mimi nataka unichapie malaini ya your latest song that you just released 3 weeks ago before you go into performance. So that's your camera.
Yeah, the song I released 3 weeks ago doesn't have killer lines. Okay. It's just a chorus. Ya uzima ni maneno ya uzima.
So tupatie basi song yenye you feel when the youths need to listen today.
Wow. Let me sing for you the next one. It's called Yeye Ufika.
Okay.
It's a hopeful song that, it's going to change one day. But stop living like this. Be intentional. It will happen.
Okay.
Inakaa may take too much time. You never laugh, you're always crying. Shedding tears and having fears. Kama kweli atafika. Is it true this too shall pass? Am I really the first, not the last? Will I ever smile? Well, I have an answer for all the questions you ask. Yeye hufika, wakati wake ukifika. Omba patiently ukiwa na imani. Yeye hufika, wakati wake ukifika. Omba patiently for the testimony. Oh.
Wow, that's so amazing. So we're expecting that to go live just right now. Penye uko, mse, if you're not watching this, I don't know what you're doing. Just tell me, what are you doing? Where are you tuning from? How is this show to you? Just text us on our SMS line on 20374. Back to you, DJ Namsha.